Hi everyone, Matt at the Koi Place. This is a pond we've maintained for about 17-18 years now. We've changed a few things. We've redone all this decking a couple of years ago. It's all composite decking now. The pond is 6,500 gallons, so decent size, and we use this pond to grow on some of our own fish. I'll just show you. So the larger koi in here are around 75-80 centimetres, maybe this one's pushed on a bit more, 85. So all these larger koi, they belong to the customer, and then we've got loads of smaller koi in here, all down here. I say smaller koi, but we've put them in midsummer this year, and they've grown 20 centimetres easily since midsummer. It's looking a bit murky. I've just cleaned the filters. Every time I turn these filters back on, it goes murky. But yeah, this year we've redone the waterfall over there, so we've put some metal edging on. So over the last 20 years, that waterfall's been eroding away. It's just concrete stepping stones. So we've put a stainless steel edging on, and we've been able to reduce the pump size by half, just so that now it comes off as a nice sheet of water. I'll show you that. So it comes off as a nice sheet of water, whereas before we had double the size pump and it looked like it was rolling over everywhere. Wasn't a very good effect. But yeah, there's some more of the fish. So we come down here, maintain the pond, clean the filters, got 2 Nexus 300s on here, and while we're down here we cut the grass. It's about 2-3 acres, but it's a good time of year to have a look at the colours. With the Nexus filters we struggle in summer to keep it clear, so it's great for spring, autumn, winter. Summer's terrible, but not to worry, it goes a bit green, goes murky, but the fish don't mind. And what we might do is we might look at moving some of these fish in January, depending on how cold it gets. All this stuff down here, all this white stuff here, we've just added some salt, and we're going to try and take the salt level up to 0.6, and hopefully that will help the fish through winter and keep any parasites down. It's not going to eradicate them, but it will keep the parasite load down. And then by the time we get to March, water temperature will be up, and we can do a microscope scrape on the fish and see if there's any parasites, at which point the salt should be below 0.1, and we can treat for whatever is there. Usually this pond suffers with Trichodina every single year. Trichodina 2-3 times a year. There's a natural pond just over there, so we put some drains in about 5 years ago, so we drain all this because there's fields beyond there, and they're not ploughed or anything. It's like a common land, so whenever we get torrential rainfall, it runs all this way. So we've put some drains in. We've put some drains to that pond. It's a man-made pond, but it's treated as a natural pond. There's plants and no filtration on there, no fish, just lots of frogs and ducks. So that's the issue. We get the ducks coming over here, dipping the beaks in the water, moving whatever parasites are over on that other pond over to here. So flukes maybe once or twice a year, but Trichodina is always the worst. There's some nice fish in here. We put this chagoi in last summer. It was only a little one. It's about 15 centimetres, and that's about 50 now. So we've been down here, cleaned the filters, and also with the water temperature being that bit lower now, and not as much muck being produced from especially algae coming off the sides of the pond, fish waste, fish only eating a little bit, what we do is I'll just get down here. I've got some vari pumps down here. So I've got a vari pump here that runs that unit there. Let me zoom out. So we've got that unit there, That heater is redundant, it's broken. Customer doesn't want to spend another fortune on. That's about the third one we've had now, so we're not putting another one on. Got the TMC UV, and no, sorry, that's it. Evolution Aqua 55. We were going to change that for another TMC titanium, which is that one's gone on this year. And then we've got the other Vari pump down there. So what we do this time of year, I don't know if you can see this, we turn the pumps right down. There's no need to run them at 100% this time of year. So we have that's on 30%, and that one's on 30%. So that's plenty enough flow, and as you can see, that's running at 27 watts. And I think this unit's faulty because it's always showed a decimal point and always been high wattage compared to the other one. So I presume it's roughly the same. But you know, 6,500 gallons off 54 watts plus the UVs, and obviously we've got the air pumps that are running the 2 units. Well, I'm looking forward to, let me get out this hole. I'm looking forward to taking some of these fish out that we put in. We wanted to see, we put a variety of koi in, lots of different varieties, like your Kin Matsubas, Ginrin Matsubas, King Kabuta, Harawaki, Showa. We've got the Asagi down there, zoom in. Got the Asagi just down there, it's grown a lot, it's put about 20 centimetres on. Soragoi, there's a huge, just there, there's a huge Tamasaba. But looking forward to taking some of these out, seeing how they've developed. We'll have a look at the previous video I did of them. This pond's 6 foot deep. It's about 8 meters across, 2 meters wide, 6 foot deep, 1.8 deep, 2 bottom drains, and the koi have been growing like mad in here. So we use our own food in here. That's the Pro Koi food. It's available from us. And the fish have grown like mad, kept the skin quality. We do add a bit of clay in here as well. But they're looking quite active. To say yesterday was like -4, today we've shot up. The air temperatures today is about 12-13 degrees. The fish, I was expecting them to be sat on the bottom this morning when I arrived, with yesterday's temperature being so cold. But no, they're not too bad. It's a nice pond because it's right by the house here. So that's the kitchen. So you washing up, you can see the fish. And there's a balcony as well. You got a balcony up there from the main master bedroom. So you can sit on the balcony and look down at the pond. So it's location for this pond's ideal. It's not halfway up the garden. There is a window on this pond, but because this pond was built about 20 odd years ago, there's only a little dinky thing, so you can't really see much from it. Even if I clean it, you have to kneel down to have a look in there, so we don't really use it. You know, today's standards, you'd have put like a 6 foot window across here, wouldn't you? It would have looked good, but hey ho, not to worry. It is what it is. So this is an Isa shower. Zoom in. So that was put in last year. So some that were put in last year, like that Kinsui, that's 55 centimetres now. Ginrin Benigoi put in last year. Yeah, we're getting decent growth. And then next year we'll have a change round. We'll take some of these out and then see what we get coming in from Japan and put some new ones in. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and you can follow us on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, all the social medias. Thanks a lot.